Hello everyone, I am Shruti Gawande. In this video, me and my group members will inform you about some scientific discoveries of 20th centuries. There can be no doubt that the 20th century is one of the most remarkable in human history for its previously unparalleled rate of technological advances and scientific discoveries, a rate that continues to this day. So here are some of the discoveries of 20th century.
Hello, I am Sanjana Gaukar. I am presenting personal computer. It is a tourism that computing continues to change our world. It shapes how objects are designed, what information we receive, how and where we work, and who we meet and do business with. And computing changes our understanding of the world around us and the universe beyond. For example, while computers were initially used in weather forecasting as no more than efficient way to assemble observation and do calculation, today's our understanding of weather is almost initially mediated by computerization model. But the developments of computing technologies is more than changes our innovation, a process that been hallmark of the physical technologies that shape our world.
An airplane or aeroplane, informally plane, is a powered fixed-wing aircraft that is propelled forward by thrust from a jet engine, propeller or rocket engine. The Wright brothers invented and flew the first airplane in 1903, recognized as the first sustained and controlled heavier-than-air powered flight. They built on the work of the George Sailing, dating from 1799. Between 1867 and 1896, the German pioneer of the human aviation, Otto Lilienthal, also studies heavier-than-air flight. The first jet aircraft was the German Heinkel He 178 in 1939. The first jet airline, the de Havilland Comet, was introduced in 1952. The Boeing 707, the first widely successful commercial jet, was a commercial service for more than 50 years, from 1958 to at least 2013. The first airplane flight occurred in 1903, and by the end of the century, large airplanes such as the Boeing 777 and Airbus A330 flew thousands of the miles in a matter of hours. In spite of many advantages, air transport has some disadvantages also. Air transport is unreliable as it depended on the weather forecast. Normally, if the weather is not certain, the flight may get delayed.
In 1769, the first steam-powered automobile capable of human transportation was built by Nicholas Joseph Cugnot. In 1803, Haydn Whiskey designed the first car powered by the de Rivas engine, an early internal combustion engine that was fueled by hydrogen. In 1882, the Italian Enrico Bernardi created the first petrol-powered vehicle, a tricycle, for his son Louis. He drove it through the street of a village near the Italian city of Verona. In 1885, Carl Benz developed a petrol or gasoline-powered automobile. This is also considered to be the first production vehicle, as Benz made several identical copies. In 1908, the Ford Model T, created by the Ford Motor Company, began production and will become the first automobile to be mass-produced on a moving assembly line. Cars became widely available in the early 20th century. One of the first cars accessible to the masses was the 1908 Model T, an American car manufactured by the Ford Motor Company. People could go to regional hospitals and attend school in town by travel car or bus. People no longer needed to live near railroad lines, so small towns grew larger. There are many advantages of automobile in our modern society because they can have transportations. Thank you.
Hello, I am Renuka. Today I am going to speak about the topic radio. So the first practical radio transmitters and receivers were developed around 1895 to 1896 by Italian Guglielmo Marconi. Through radio, a person can hear from hundreds or even thousands of miles away without the use of wire. Nowadays, radio is not much used. Radio were first identified and studied by German physicist Heinrich Hertz in 1886. In those days, people enjoyed the radio technology. Today, it seems to only be useful in the car as a means of keeping the driver from falling asleep behind the wheel or as a tool of talk radio designed to disturb the masses. Radio waves are electromagnetic waves of frequency between 30 Hz and 300 GHz. Following are the pictures of 200th century radio.
A submarine is a watercraft capable or independent operation underwater. Although experimental submarines had been built before, submarines design took off during the 19th century and they are adopted by several navies. Submarines were first widely used during World War 1940 to 1918 and are now used in many navies, large and small. Submarines can also be modified to perform more specialized functions such as search and rescue missions or undersea cable repair. Submarines are also used in tourism and undersea archaeology. In modern submarines, the structure in the sail in American uses and fin in European uses. A conning tower was a feature of earlier design. A separate pressure hull above the main body of the boat that allow the use of shorter periscopes.
Television was invented in the 1920s but became well known until the 1950s. By extending the senses of vision and hearing beyond the limits of physical distance, television has had a considerable influence on society. Conceived in the early 20th century as a possible medium for education and interpersonal communication, it became by mid-century a vibrant broadcast medium, using the model of broadcast radio to bring news and entertainment to people all around the world. It is difficult to pinpoint exactly who the inventor of television was because inventors would just build upon the previous work of other inventors. It wasn't just one mind that led to the creation of television, but the contribution of many that ultimately led to its fruition. In 1884, a German inventor who goes by the name of Paul Nipkow built the first mechanical television system. He invented a rotating disc called Nipkow disc. John Logie Baird was a Scottish engineer. Based on Nipkow's concept, he was the first to build a working television. At the young age of 13, Philo Farnsworth was always interested in electricity and science. He showed his high school science teacher his idea for television, and in 1923, two businessmen agreed to fund his research. In 1926, Farnsworth created the first full working television set, and this is how television came into existence.
Early in 1942, a group of scientists led by Fermi gathered at the University of Chicago to develop their theories. By November 1942, they were ready for construction to begin on the world's first nuclear reactor, which became known as Chicago Pile 1. On the morning of December 2, 1942, the scientists were ready to begin a demonstration of Chicago Pile 1. Fermi ordered the control rods to be withdrawn a few inches at a time during the next several hours. Finally, at 3:25 p.m. Chicago time, the nuclear reaction became self-sustaining. Fermi and his groups had successfully transformed scientific theory into technological reality. The world had entered the nuclear age.
I am Akshita Godse. I am giving presentation antibiotics on this topic. The term antibiotics literally means against life, in this case against microbes. There are many types of antibiotics: antibacterials, antivirals, antifungals and antiparasitics. In the 1920, British scientist Alexander Fleming was working in his laboratory at St. Mary Hospital in London when, almost by accident, he discovered a natural growing substance that could attack certain bacteria. Fleming and others conducted a series of experiments over the next 2 decades using penicillin removed from mold cultures that show its ability to destroy infectious bacteria. Antibiotics playing an important role to save the people from disease. It wasn't until the late 19th century that scientists began to observe antibacterial chemicals in action, the use of a chemical to treat a disease. The word antibiotics was first used over 30 years later by the Ukrainian American inventor and microbiologist Selman Waxman, who in this lifetime discovered over 20 antibiotics.